Hello everyone, I'm Chase Lee from the Real Chase Lee YouTube channel, here to do another movie review for DallasMovieScreenings.com. And I'm really excited to bring you guys this movie review because this was an experience. Okay, so we're here to review Room, and here is the IMDb plot synopsis. After a 5-year-old Jack and his mother escape from the enclosed surroundings that Jack has known his entire life, the boy makes a thrilling discovery: the outside world. Now, this movie is directed by Lenny Abrahamson, and it's actually based off of a novel of the same name. And the woman that wrote the novel and the screenplay for the movie is Emma Donoghue. And I gotta tell you, man, this was quite an experience. I really love this movie from start to finish. So let's get real and break it down. So let's start with the directing and the writing. I believe this is one of the most strongly directed movies of the year in terms of really taking your actors on this journey, and we could see the emotions pop out of these actors. Like, I didn't even feel like I was watching Brie Larson or Jacob Tremblay, the little kid. I felt like I was watching these real life people stuck in this little basement type thing, and not knowing what to expect if they ever escaped or whatever. So, and that's the other thing. I'm going to have to be really careful because I don't want to spoil anything. I want you guys to go in blind. That plot synopsis is the only thing I'm going to give you. So, with that being said, I thought the direction was really, really good. When they're inside this little room, you felt claustrophobic, and you felt this really tight relationship between this mother and her son. And it's just really sad to see that this 5-year-old kid, the only thing he knows is everything within this room and what's on TV. And he's just like a curious little kid. He's asking his mom, like, what's that on TV? And she's like, well, it's this. And he's like, well, is there anything outside of here? And she's like, of course there is. And she would explain to him and stuff, and he wouldn't grasp it because he's only known that small little room. So it's very understandable that he would deny everything that his mom is telling him because he doesn't know that. He doesn't know the world. And I thought that was portrayed super beautifully on the director's part, really letting that emotion swell and grow. Because if they were to make it out to the outside and they would escape the room, I believe that the son would have this sense of awe and wonderment. Just it's like he's being born for the first time. He's being born into this world, and if he were to escape, I'm assuming that's what his face would be like, and what he would act like and stuff, and it would just be super awesome to watch. But I'm not going to tell you if they make it out or not. But yeah, it's a great movie that the director created in terms of what the world from the point of view of a little child, and I think that's the best way to describe this movie. The writing is also very, very, very good, especially when you have all those scenes locked up inside this little room. The dialogue's got to move fast. It's got to move very swiftly, and you can't drag because you're stuck in this little room with two people, and then it'll start to get really, really boring, and no one's going to want to pay attention anymore. But the dialogue is great. It's written very, very well to where you care about these characters and you want them to succeed in their plan and whatever they want to do and stuff. So it's a very well written movie. It does keep the pace going. As far as the acting goes, this is one of the best female-led performances I've seen all year. If Brie Larson does not get nominated for a Best Actress, I have no idea. The Academy's blinded. They are blind and deaf, and they just did not. They can't see movies this year, because this is one of those performances in her career where you're just like, wow, Brie, you were awesome. Not only are you super attractive, but you are super talented. Listen, if you guys have not seen Short Term 12, it's one of her performances from 2013. Very good film, by the way. It was in my top 10, I think at number 5 or whatever. She kills it in that movie. This performance is like 10 times more than Short Term 12 in the best way possible. We got to see more of her dramatic acting range. We got to see some devastating moments in this movie, and she really sold it and hit the nail on the head in those scenes. But Brie Larson's not the only good one. Jacob Tremblay. Oh dear Lord, this kid's got a great future. I don't know how old he was actually when they filmed, but in the movie he is 5 years old. This kid's amazing. the progression that he has is different from the progression that his mother has, because he hasn't explored anything yet, and he's only 5 years old, versus her, where she was in the real world and then she got trapped into this room somehow. So he's got a different transformation than his mother does, and it totally makes sense for a 5-year-old of his caliber. He's angry when he gets angry. He's in awe and wonderment when he's super shocked by something. It's a great performance, and especially when there's scenes inside the little room between him and Brie Larson, they're beautiful. They're just organic and beautiful, and those performances are just something else, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he got nominated either for, I don't know if it'd be Best Supporting Actor or Best Lead, because the Lead Actor category is stacked this year. He'd probably do better in the Best Supporting Actor, because it's more a Brie Larson story. But he's in the movie just as much. I don't know. Anyways, he needs to be in the consideration of getting nominated, because he's absolutely outstanding. Cinematography is very beautiful. It's very crisp. Especially, like, they shot inside this, like, little, like, closet type room. And, like I said, it felt claustrophobic, but it felt really close. Like, it felt like a close relationship. It was great symbolism for, that's how close this relationship between this mother and son were. And it was really dreary inside the room, and if they made it outside or whatever, I'm sure the cinematography was really good. But it was shot very well regardless, especially inside the little room. Like, some of those camera techniques, man, like, since they shot inside like an actual like closet type of area, it's just amazing as a filmmaker to see other filmmakers film in such a claustrophobic atmosphere. It's great. Editing wise, the movie, I think, is 2 hours long. I was intrigued throughout the entire thing, but I can see where people might have a problem with, like, maybe towards the tail end, where it's like, can we just wrap this up now? Because it does feel like it closes off its story maybe like 10 or 15 minutes before the movie actually ends, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, they could have ended it here or whatever. I have not read the book. I don't know what happens in the book, because I'm 25 years old and I can't read. No, I'm just kidding. I can read. I choose not to. So I don't know how it ends. I don't know what's in the book and what's in the movie that's not in the book, vice versa, and all that stuff. So for me personally, I was intrigued throughout the entire 2 hours, but I can see where some people might lose it a little bit towards the end, because it does kind of drag on to more and more stuff. And yeah, I thought the pace was just right for this movie. So, but that's just me though. What do you guys have to think? Have you guys seen Room? Have you read the book? Comment in the place below my face and let me know. For the grade, I'm going to give this one, I'll give it a solid A. I think it deserves a solid A from start to finish. It was just one of those emotional movies I will remember for the rest of the year. Hey, it might be my top 10. I don't know yet. So that will do it for my review of Room for DallasMovieScreenings.com. I'm Chase Lee from the Real Chase Lee YouTube channel. You can follow me on Twitter at Real Chase Lee and subscribe to this channel. You can do whatever you want. All the links in the description will be below, everyone. So yeah, that will do it for this movie review. I want you guys to have a good day, good night, whenever you're listening to this. So I'll see you guys for the next movie review. Bye-bye, everyone.